One more time for her, please. And once again, give it up one more time for the people who organized this event too. I mean, I work in event planning a lot. I know what it takes to try and put on this campus-wide event, and it's a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of hours, logistics. One more time for the committee here. They've been doing a great job with this. Thank you. Like I said, my name is James Contrato. I am the Assistant Director of Student Activities for Weekend Programs and Student Organizations here at UNC Charlotte. And I'm honored here to tell you my story here. Now, we all have like certain dates that will stick with us forever, that we always hold dear. You know, you have your birthday. Everyone likes to have a party on their birthday. Some of y'all have your wedding anniversaries, and you know, some of you seniors out there, you got graduation coming up. Y'all looking forward to that date that's coming up. But one of the dates that will always stick with me is September 18th, 2008. You know, we were just bonding over that. It's actually really close, like about a week later. We were pretty close on our dates here. And I was starting to feel a little pain in my groin, and needed to see a doctor about it. And I had just moved to Charlotte. I lived in Charlotte for about 2 months here, and I didn't have a primary care doctor. I didn't have anything, so now was a good time to go find one. And so I called up the doctor's office and I said, "Hey, need to find a doctor, and I have some male issues I need checked out." And so they looking through the thing, and they said, "Well, we do have a doctor available, but it's a female doctor. Will that be a problem?" And I said, "Well, I mean, if she's got an MD, then, you know, she's good for me." So I went in, and she checked me out, and she was checking, and she said, "Well, yeah, you have something irregular about your testicle there. We're gonna schedule for a ultrasound." That was a weird feeling. Got the ultrasound done, went home. And I wasn't home for more than an hour, and that's when I got the call. No man wants to hear. Excuse me for a second. She said, "James, normally I don't do this over the phone, but got your results back, and I do believe that you have testicular cancer." To which I replied, "Could you repeat yourself? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my heart crashing down in my stomach." Yeah, it was she dropped the C-bomb on me and pretty much declared war on my life. I mean, I felt tired, I felt confused, I felt emotional, I was just very, very down on life and just didn't feel good. In the meantime, got my dog looking at me like, "Well, you knew me 3 years ago, what's the big deal?" So went in, and next day was nothing but blood tests, X-rays, CT scans, doing all that, and they found that I had that the cancer had spread into my lymph nodes in my abdomen, and they were a little more enlarged than normal. And so they said, "You know, you are in stage 2B of cancer," and they said, "Well, it's treatable, so we can treat this. We got this in time. So don't worry, we can treat this." And it involved pretty much 3 steps. Step 1, remove the mass, which, yes, means goodbye testicle. I only wish that was the worst part of this experience. I truly do. That was not the worst part of this experience at all. Step 2 was they had to put a port into me, and they had to go right into my artery so they can administer chemo. And then step 3 was to administer 3 cycles of chemo, so I was on the shelf for about 9 weeks of pretty much chemical warfare. And I thought, yeah, chemo, yeah, no big deal. They plug you in a machine. I watch all the Sports Center and Price is Right that I want. My hair falls out. All right. And I was wrong. Yeah, chemo was, she described it. Chemo was like one of the worst things you could ever go through. Some folks ask me, how do you feel? I say, well, closest thing I could describe it is if you drink about 5 cups of coffee a day for like about 2 years straight, and then the next day go cold turkey. Just straight up go cold turkey. The caffeine hangover, the caffeine headaches you get, that's about how you feel. You feel like a zombie, you feel rancid. I'm a pretty energetic guy, and I was just a sponge on the couch, just laying there and very grumpy and very, very tired. And, you know, in the reality, when I went in the shower, like it was about the 2nd or 3rd week, and was in the shower washing my hair, and then my hands, you know, they looked like Cousin It, you know, just hair all over. And I was like, this is real, this is bad. And it blurred my vision. I could barely read the bottom line on SportsCenter, see the scores. Like it was very bad. Just blurred my vision, but however, I had the support of my family, my friends, my new coworkers at the time, and it made me see the light at the end of the tunnel. I saw it, I was beating this thing, and I was winning. I could feel it. I could really, really feel it. 2 weeks later, I went back to work, slowly started getting my energy back up, started feeling better and better and better, and I went back into the doctor a couple more weeks to get more blood, get more x-rays, get more CT scans taken care of, and they found that the lymph nodes in my abdomen had actually shrunk, and that the chemo had done its job. And I win. Freaking won. And today, and every 4 months, I'm going to getting some blood taken, get my blood drawn. They have to check your alpha-fetoproteins, they have to check your blood levels and tumor markers. Went there actually Wednesday, had a doctor's appointment, and checked my blood work. And tumor markers are still low, blood is at normal levels, and I am for all intents and purposes, I'm healthy. It's really good. And as you see, my hair grew back. We're not going to call this right here. That's genetics. I ain't going to blame that one right there. But it's like, missed a spot, chemo. I got a couple of scars here. But I can pass that off as something that happened during a crime-fighting incident, and I can just pass that off there. And I get this all the time, and I'm just going to clear the air. Yes, even though that I lost the testicle, I still retain what my doctor first classified me as the manly qualities. And I'll just leave that at that there too. Pretty much like I said, I'm living a healthy, normal life now. And I no longer think of September 18th as the day that I got cancer. That's my own personal holiday. That is my Survivor Day. I call that Survivor Day. That is my day right there. So my message, at the stage, I got a message for everybody here. My message is this. With early detection, cancer is treatable, and I want to be there. I want to say, hey, cancer is definitely treatable here. I was reading an article on Yahoo News a couple of weeks ago, and they said, that more and more people are surviving cancer because of people that are finding out earlier, and that there's advanced medical treatments now that they can treat it earlier, and it's something that could go on, and it's something that they're really advancing on. And it's all thanks to you all out here. You all are relaying, and you guys are raising money here for the American Cancer Society. That's what's funding this stuff. Myself, me, and our fellow survivors out here, we are the direct benefits of you guys' work. And with the help of the American Cancer Society, we're doing our part, and we're raising money for this cause. And that is why I'm relaying for you all. For your support, I am relaying for you. For my friends, for my family, for all the caregivers out there, this is why I'm relaying. I'm relaying for you all. And for my fellow survivors out here who are living their lives, who are not letting this beat them, who are living their lives rock strong, I'm relaying for you. Thank you guys so much for letting me share my story. Feel free to come up, say hi. I got stories out of this whole thing, and it's a very, very big experience, and feel free to say hi and I can explain. But please keep your hearts rock strong. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Let's make sure we recognize them. Let's give them another round of applause. It takes a lot of bravery to get up here and talk about their personal stories like that. So next, we'll go ahead and start with our relay. As you can see, people with purple shirts, those are our survivors. Those are the people that are the reason why we're here today. We want to make more of these survivors. We're trying to celebrate more birthdays. So if everybody wouldn't mind letting our survivors gather at the front, and you guys will lead us in our first lap for our relay kickoff. And tonight, let's relay, guys.